Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Daniela. Nice to meet you all. Um, so my why I wanted to become an actor. It's really interesting actually. When I was 7, I was skipping the stairs, but then I made one wrong step. My toe kind of like bent a little bit backwards or something, and then I just skipped on the stairs with that toe and I broke it. I broke my foot. And as a kid, I was very active, but that summer I did nothing. I couldn't move around. It was kind of miserable. But not really, because I got to think a lot. I got to think about my life and reflect on it. And I realized that when I used to run around, when I watched TV, I would get this urge to start running around, and I wasn't really aware of what was going on. But apparently, I realized that during the climax of a movie or something really exciting, like an action scene, or like they're right about to defeat the villain, or they're running from a volcano, or like that moment when Shrek is running with Donkey and Fiona, and like they're running from the dragon and stuff. Like it overwhelmed me at that time, and I would just like put myself in there without realizing it. And when I broke my foot, um, I would get the urge to move, and I realized, oh wait, what the heck? And I realized I did it with a lot of other things. I would imagine a lot of things and put myself in the situation, and then kind of like wake up from it. And like a lot of family members would be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry." So when I was, thinking with my broken foot, I was like, "Wow, I should use this for acting. I should be an actor because I already enjoy this. I already slip into these like little imaginary states. Might as well do it." And I know that sounds crazy, and it probably is. But I mean, I don't think most actors are really that sane anyways. So my people. So yeah, I just went through life trying to find opportunities to act. When I was little, I would always go to these websites to look for casting calls. Unfortunately, I didn't know that they're just like websites that want to make money off of you. I didn't make I didn't spend any money because I didn't want to spend any money, so I was like, good, I didn't get scammed or anything. But yeah, growing and then I moved a lot as a kid, so I moved from Fresno to Northern California to Southern California, and then I moved to Mexico and then went back to Southern California. It's a long story, anyways. But when I moved to Southern California, there was a lot of kids who had like soccer moms. Well, not soccer moms, like moms that wanted them to be actors, and I would be like really, really jealous of these kids. Like, oh my gosh, your mom takes you to like these auditions and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, okay, like how do you do it? How do you do it? And like I would like bombard them with questions, and like I would get stuff like, hey, you got to get a Coogan account. So then I went and got a Coogan account, and my parents weren't for it, so I kind of had to do my own stuff. I didn't really get that far, but now that I'm adult, I'm able to do more stuff. Um, so after I got out of high school, well, I did theater in high school, and it was so much fun. I also did community theater as a kid, and it was so much fun. Like my scene pretending to be a zombie, and I was like, "Wah," and it was so much fun. Oh man, I love acting. It's just really fun because it just is. You don't have to really defend it or explain why it's fun. It's just really fun. It's like playing. Um, the best moments when I was in high school, when I was like into the character that I didn't realize I was myself. Something like there's these like feelings of ecstasy that you get, and I only get those once in a while, but I would like to get more of those. And I feel that I'd get more of them with bigger projects, with other actors who are passionate about the stories. And recently, I've gone through an event in my life that kind of almost flipped it over. I've gone through something really traumatic, and I realized that when that thing happened to me, I felt very hidden, very, I don't know, it was interesting. And I really wanted my story to be told, like my point of view to be told. And then I realized a lot of stories that we see in the media, they're people's stories. And I realized that a lot of the lessons I learned in life came from movies and TV shows that I've seen. And it really, like, the media is very influential. Like the stories that you put out there, it changed a kid's life. Like Like I had a really like long talk with Rachel the other day about anime and how it's so inspiring, and like if you're in a dark place, it takes you out of there. Um, but like songs also do the same thing. You relate to songs and movies. When you find a character that you relate to, it just, oh gosh, I'm getting emotional. It it just, you just feel so validated. So I want to do that too. I want to tell stories in validate. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it's called. But that's what I want to do. I want to tell people stories and validate them, because
Rachel, how,
that's,
you're one of the most courageous people that I know. Would you be uncomfortable telling people what happened?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2018 on Halloween, I was getting ready for, in my mind, I was thinking about sending a self tape to Lin-Manuel Miranda's like movie, and I was just happy in my head. So that morning, I went to my piano class, talked to my teacher about my hands and how I was so excited to get muscle memory and learning how to play the piano, and I was so excited. And I drove to my school, Cal State Fullerton, and I got out of the trunk. Before I left, I got my favorite piece of popcorn chicken. I treated myself. I was having a great day. And I opened the trunk, and behind me was a man with a knife, and he tried to kill me. Um, it was really shocking. Luckily, I've been taking a self-defense class for the past 5 months at that time, and I immediately defended myself and fought for my, right to live. I really thought I was gonna die. I looked up at the ceiling. There was no surveillance cameras, and the proctor who was supposed to work there wasn't there. And I felt very hopeless. And I'm very religious. Well, I don't flaunt it, but at that moment I was saying to him, I was trying to thinking if I could convert him or something, or some miracle, like, and I said Jesus loves you, and I would just scream it, hoping someone would hear me. Unfortunately, it didn't get to him. It shocked him, but I believe that actually saved my life. So I'm being really confusing, but at the time I grabbed his hand, put him down. Unfortunately, he got the knife out, and then I just grabbed the knife, and then he pinned me down, and like it was just a wrestling fight with me and him, just holding onto the knife. If you ever see Naruto with that scene with Kabuto, and he's like holding the knife and he's like that, it was like that. And I also think that anime influenced me, because in anime, people, the main characters, the shonen characters, they never give up, even if like they're bleeding and dying. And I really like, that meme, like, I have the power of God and anime on my side, like that was really what happened. The guy eventually gave up. Well, I mean, before he switched the other hand and stuff, but look, if you look closely, this is the scar where I was grabbing onto, and this got this one. This was actually the good hand, but the tissue scar heals differently. But anyways, so I went through life, and I got treated and all. The guy walked away. He's in jail now. He's getting out soon because the legal system sucks. But yeah, I got treated. My family, my parents, they took me to school. They took me to school every day, and I was like a Hermione Granger at school. Like, I was like straight A student and stuff, and I did things ahead of time, so I didn't really have to do much at school. I just had to sit there and just take in the information. So I'm really thanking my past self for being so productive. But yeah, I love my parents, and I still took classes. And at the time, what's really freaky? I was taking Maria's cold reading class, and I was supposed to do a scene called in Psycho. And I was playing a character that later in a different scene got like stabbed. So it was weird. It was kind of freaky. But anyways, I still went to my cold reading class, and Maria offered to take me home when I wasn't able to, like, and I really appreciate that, Maria. Like, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like, it's really the people around me, and it's weird. So anyways, I made a deal with my parents that once I graduated high school, I would go into acting. So I graduated last semester, but the problem was that I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid to go out. I cry a lot, so I'm like kind of mentally messed up. However, this weird coronavirus pandemic thing happened, and now we're all inside. So we really are all in this together. And um yeah, it, you know, a lot of
Yeah,
things are
you
gonna
are,
happen in your life, but
I
yeah,
was gonna
you gotta
say, you are,
fight.
again, the most courageous young woman I know. And I hope you know how loved you are and admired by everyone who knows you, who's had the privilege to be touched by you, by your work, by your empathy. And so I just wanted to interject that.
Thank you.
So
And
where
I
do you,
want to give, oh
oh,
yeah,
sorry. No, go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Rachel and Sarah. Like, I kind of lost friendships with people and kind of like grew apart with people, but like Rachel and Sarah have been there with me with my tough times. They've seen me cry a lot and they've comforted me. You too, Maria. Like I just want to give a shout out to you guys because you know you guys rock. You guys are awesome, and I love you.
And we love you.
Thank you.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in productions and acting. I don't see myself fully healed from this incident. However, I still think I'm still really functional. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Like I should be dead, and I'm just gonna do it. Like there's nothing I can't really lose here. Like this is my extra time. This is what I want.
Well, you are a gift to this industry, so, and you're a gift to all who know you. So I think, you know, telling stories and changing points of view, allowing the audience to understand and to empathize, which you do so beautifully as an actor. I look forward to seeing you in the big productions. Okay. Love you. Mwah. Blowing a kiss.
We love you. We love you. We
I
love
love
you.
you.